Can Arsenal pull the upset and take points away from Leicester City, meaning Leicester City will fall out of top 4 and lose their Champions League spot? Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Premier League Bets and Predictions. We are now in match day 34, I believe, if I'm not correct. We're coming off of a great winning week, match day 33. If you guys followed along and placed the bets I recommended, you guys definitely got wins. We did get a few wrong. There is still a game in hand, but like I said, games are coming in very quick, and by the time I edit this and upload this, I have to make the video now. Tottenham versus Everton are up in about an hour. They're gonna play in about an hour, but I couldn't wait to make this video because, like I said, we have to keep things moving. Just like everything in the soccer world / football world are moving right now so quick. We have games every single day. I got to keep up with the games. So, yeah, a little review of match day 33, and then we'll move on to match day 34. Remember, guys, if you guys like this video, please leave a like and turn on the notifications so you guys don't miss a video. I really appreciate it. The likes are only just because it makes me feel better about myself. I'm not going to lie. And leave your predictions down below. I had one person leave predictions in the last video, Victor. Greatly appreciated. I mean, you didn't get any of them right, but you know what? You left it, and that's what matters, man. I totally appreciate that. But let's move on. So match day 33, we got 7 out of the 7 so far. 7 out of 9 because Tottenham haven't played. So we have 7 out of 9 correct. We got Norwich versus Brighton, under 2.5 goals. That's a check mark. We got Leicester City versus Crystal Palace, and I said originally I said I was going to stay away from this game because Leicester City have just been in poor form, but it was a must-win game for them. It was a must-win game for them, and I said to take the risk. And granted, Crystal Palace usually keep it tight in the back. 2 mistakes, awful mistakes from Crystal Palace. Sacco slipped for the second goal, and the first goal I think the keeper could have done a lot better. And the third goal was Vardy's just being with a smart run, checking into his own half and then making the run so he's not offside. But like I said, it was a must-win for Leicester City. Chelsea and Man United are on their asses, and they felt the pressure. Brendan Rodgers really got on them, and they got a 3-0 win, which was a great win for them. And the bet was Leicester in under 4.5 goals at -110, which came in good. Man United, I did say Man United to nil was a good bet for a single bet. So that I did get wrong because it was a high-scoring game. It was like 5-2, I believe. However, Greenwood putting in a great performance at such a young age. He has a rocket with both feet. He is definitely Man United's future. And recently, Man United have said that they wanted to sign Jimenez, which they have Rashford, they have Martial, and they have Greenwood. I don't see them needing a center forward / striker at this moment. But I guess if you have the money to do so, and Jimenez is, if your Wolves don't get into a Champions League spot, he's probably gonna want to leave. He's at the prime of his career, but who knows? So we got that single bet wrong, but I did say I was gonna put Man United in a parlay, and I did put him in a parlay with Chelsea. And I put Man United to win and and over 1.5 goals, and I got that win because Chelsea also got the win, which we'll get onto later on. Next game, we got Wolves versus Arsenal. This one was one of the ones that I got wrong. I thought it was gonna be. I couldn't guess on a winner, so I had that instinct that Wolves could not get on a winning streak for more than like 3-4 games. So it was bound to happen, but I thought this was going to be closer to a draw. I didn't think Wolves were going to not score. They had recent chances. They had chances. Traore had chance to put away. The pace that guy has, man, the improvement that he has made over the past season or two has been outstanding. He's such a great player, but he still needs a little work in the final third. As you can see, he could have put like 1 or 2 chances away, and he just did it. But Arsenal could have scored. They could have easily been like 3-0. But I put both teams to score, and I got that one wrong. So that's one of the ones I got wrong. The next game, we got Chelsea versus Watford. Again, another Chelsea win. It was a must-win for Chelsea after that disappointing loss against West Ham. I got Chelsea in over 1.5 goals at negative 130, and that was part of the parlay with Man U, which I got. I'm very happy for that. And next game was Burnley versus Sheffield United. This one I did. I couldn't pick an outright winner. I knew it was going to be a boring game. And it was a 1-1 draw, and I put under 2.0 goals Asian handicap, and I got a push. It was at negative 120, so it was worth the risk, and I got a push. So I didn't lose anything there, and so I'm happy about that. And then we got Newcastle versus West Ham. Entertaining game. Lots of goals. We got a 2-2 draw, and I put both teams to score yes at negative 140, and that came through, so I'm happy about that. Both teams have been scoring goals, Newcastle and West Ham, so keep an eye out on that. But we got Liverpool versus Villa. This was a must-win game for Liverpool after that disappointing loss against Man City. And Liverpool under 4.5 goals at negative 125. You know, that's risky because Liverpool sometimes they turn up, man, and they'll get like a 5-0 win, 4-0 game, 4-1 winning game. So it's always risky to go under 4.5 goals for Liverpool because out of nowhere they'll turn up and score loads of goals. But this one Villa kept it pretty tight. They made it difficult for Liverpool, and Liverpool just has a lot more quality, and Klopp has been putting on his starting 11 out on the field, surprisingly. But I think they're going for the records, you know. So they got a 2-0 win. And then the next game, which is a surprising after beating the champions, you come and you lose against Southampton, which is very disappointing. But you know, I got to give credit where credit's due, and Southampton kept it tight in the back. And as you can see, City are just lacking that firepower up top. I mean, they obviously have Sterling and Mahrez and Foden and De Bruyne. I mean, their team is stacked. But, I mean, they're missing one of their key strikers, and that's going to affect them not only now, but it's definitely going to affect them for the Champions League because they're missing Agüero, and that's their top striker. And, yeah, they lost 1-0, which is very surprising. So that's the second one that I lost. And then the last game was Tottenham versus Everton, which I put both teams to score in over 2.5 goals at plus 125. So let's hope that comes in, and hopefully we see a good game. All right, let's move on now to week 34 bets and predictions for Premier League. Some of these games I'm going to stay away from, and then you'll see why in just a sec. But the first game we're going to start off with is Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. Crystal Palace is at plus 650, draw is at plus 335, and Chelsea's at negative 220. I see nothing but a Chelsea win here. Crystal Palace, after losing 3-0 to Leicester, a poor form Leicester, but a desperate Leicester. I know I said they keep it tight in the back, and I think this is one of the games where they're going to keep it pretty tight. It's not going to be a 3-0 game. So I see it more like a 3-1 game, if I'm not going to lie. So it's not that much of a difference, but I can see Crystal Palace getting on the score. I mean, on the score sheet. Or even just 2 goals for Chelsea. But my best bet would be, probably be Chelsea in under 4.5 goals at negative 135. But if you want to get a little bit more value and root for goals rather than root for less than 4.5 goals, then Chelsea and over 1.5 at negative 125 is also a great bet. Either of those two I'd take. If you want to go on the safer side, I think the under 4.5. Only because I think when it comes to statistics, your best bet is always to bet something that's already. How do I explain this? If at some point it's already at that score that you want it to be, that's the best way to bet. So betting under 4.5 goals, you're already there, so your chances are higher of winning. Whereas over 1.5, you're already starting at a disadvantage because you're not even there yet. You get what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, I think Chelsea. It's a must-win game for Chelsea. If they win and Leicester lose points against Arsenal, they'll get to third place, and then we'll see how Man United does which I think they're going to win. But it's all depending on the game versus Arsenal. Leicester versus Arsenal, which is going to dictate a lot. Okay, so next game we got Watford versus Norwich. Watford is at negative 150, draw is at plus 295, and Norwich is at plus 425. Norwich is just horrendous, man. They cannot get on the score sheet. They've just given up. They know they're getting relegated, and you know, like I said in the last video, Pookie was carrying them on their back to a couple of draws and a couple of wins, but since the restart, they've just been horrible. This could be a game, like I said last week, that they could probably get something out of it, but I'm just going to stay away from the outright winner. I'm going to stay away from this game, period. But if you really, really, really want to get on it, I think an under 2.5 is the best bet at negative 120. I think this is probably going to be like a 1-all draw. Because I could think Norwich can get something out of this for the second time of me saying that. All right, so we got the next game. And this is the game that is going to dictate a lot for the top 4 positions. Arsenal versus Leicester City. Arsenal is at plus 130. Draw is at plus 250. And Leicester City is at plus 215. So both teams coming off great wins. Mikel Arteta is changing it up in Arsenal. And his philosophy is brilliant, and he got a big win versus Wolves. They looked great, surprisingly, with David Luiz in the back line too. So I mean, I don't know, this can go either way. They both coming off good wins, which is going to help Leicester City's motivation and Arsenal obviously. So I mean, as much as I hate doing this, I think this is a draw. I think this is a 1-all draw, maybe 2-all draw. And I'm gonna risk the draw at for a single bet. The draw is at plus 250, so more than double your money. And I think this is gonna be a draw, and Leicester are gonna drop points, and that's gonna have them fighting for the Champions League spot with Man United and Chelsea. Chelsea's gonna take them over for sure, but Man United. I think if Man United, hold on, if I'm not mistaken, if Man United get a win. And Chelsea, I mean, they'd still be in 4th, but Man United would be 1 point behind. So Leicester City they have to, if they want to have a chance to stay in the Champions League spots, they need to step it up. But I see this as a draw. Arsenal have been doing pretty good. But if you want to play it safer and probably stick this game into a parlay, you could do both teams to score at negative 160, which is not the best for a single bet. But like I said, if you want to stick it into a parlay, that'll be awesome. I think they're both going to get on the score sheet. It's going to be at least a 1-1 draw, so that'll be your safest bet. Next game, which I'm also going to stay away from, it's West Ham at even, draw at plus 245, and Burnley at plus 290. This is going to be another game that's going to be pretty boring. West Ham have been scoring goals. I'm not gonna lie, they've been scoring goals, but they just can't keep goals out of the net in the back. And Burnley have been also scoring, but they only score like 1 goal here or there. So it's gonna be a boring match, and I'm gonna stay away from it. But if again, it's another unders game, I believe. I think if you really, really want to get on it, I can see maybe West Ham winning this game, being safer from relegation. Maybe 1-0, 2-0. So I could see this as an unders. Or if you want to take West Ham, take that risk at evens, you can go ahead and do that. But I'm going to stay away from that game. So next game, we got Man City versus Newcastle. Man City, very disappointing loss against Southampton. And credit to Southampton for putting their one chance away and you know, holding on for dear life. Very disappointing loss from Pep. By Pep, and like I said, you just came off of beating the champions, smashing the champions, and then you're gonna lose to Southampton, which is ridiculous. But that's football, that's soccer, that's the beautiful game. So, sorry, I thought I heard someone knock on the door. So yeah, you never know what's gonna happen in soccer. That's the thing, you never know, especially the Premier League. That's why it's the best league in the world. But Man City's at negative 800. Draws at plus 800, and Newcastle's at plus 2,000. I see Man City always come back after a loss. They always come back with a great win. So I could see Man City to win and to keep a clean sheet, and that would be at negative 135, which is probably the bet I'm going to do. But if you want to stick it into a parlay, you can also do City to win and over 2.5 goals at negative 200. So sticking that into a parlay would also not be a bad bet. But yeah, City's definitely gonna get this win, and I think they're gonna score at least 3. That's what I believe, and possibly keep a clean sheet. So I'm gonna go Man City to win and no for both teams to score at negative 135. Next game is gonna be Sheffield versus Wolves. Sheffield's at plus 295, draws at plus 210, and Wolves is at plus 115. I think Wolves are gonna win this one after a disappointing loss against Arsenal. I think they're going to win this one. Traditional Wolves fashion, 1-0, maybe 2-0, because Sheffield tend to keep it tight. So, and the Wolves' defense is pretty good, and Sheffield, it's hard for them to put their chances away. Obviously, they did against Tottenham, but that's Tottenham's backline. So, I think Wolves to win in under 4.5 at plus 140 is a great bet. Or if you just want to do the money line, not complicate things, Wolves at plus 115, you're already getting plus monies. But I think Wolves are definitely going to win this game. They have to if they want to keep their hopes up for to maybe get into the Champions League, at least Europa League spot. So they have to put in this win, excuse me, to keep their hopes up. Next game, we got Brighton versus Liverpool. Brighton's at plus 500, draws at plus 330, and Liverpool is at negative 185. I'm going to go for a Liverpool win here. Negative 1 Asian handicaps spread. 1 sec. Sorry, guys. Sound like an old fucking man over here. Making a bunch of dad noises. I didn't write the odds for this one. Hold on. Just goes to show. I have a couple of bets on the La Liga games going on right now. Which one I already got? Levante and Real Sociedad, both teams to score. They both scored already before 20 minutes. So I'm happy about that. But Liverpool, what'd I say? Liverpool versus Brighton. Sorry. With the negative 1 spread at negative 115. So if they win just by 1, you get your money back. But if they win in standard Liverpool fashion, 2-0, then you take that win. So I think that's the best bet. It's at negative 115. Let me write that over here. And yeah, they're going for the record now. Like I said, I always get scared betting on Liverpool and under 4.5 goals because it's that rare occasion when they'll blow a team away. You know, they'll pop up out of nowhere and just blow a team away, but then they'll play against Aston Villa and then like get a 2-0 win. Granted, it is pretty comfortable, but you know they struggle to get those goals in. So it's Liverpool. It's weird like that, but I can see Liverpool winning here, and I'm gonna go with the negative 1 spread. That way, if they win by 1, I just get my money back, which is not a loss, so that's always good. Next game, we got Everton at even, draw at plus 255, and Southampton at 275. Both teams coming off of great wins. Southampton obviously keeping City to 0, and they scored 1. And then where am I? Everton. I haven't even got there. I'm already assuming they're winning. But Everton, they won match day 32, so against Leicester City, which is a great win. And they're scoring goals, and they're keeping it tight in the back. So, I mean, the only reason I'm not betting on this game right now, and I can't tell you guys what I recommend, is because Everton, I have to see how they look against Tottenham. I got to see what kind of performance they put against Tottenham. So, I don't even want to give you guys a bad bet. So, I'd rather just not say anything about it instead of giving you guys a bad recommendation. So, as of right now, I'm going to stay away from this game. I think the best bet as of right now would be both teams to score because they're both scoring goals and letting goals in the back, except granted City couldn't put one behind Southampton, but other than that, they're both letting goals in. So I think both teams to score would be the best bet, but like I said, I have to see how Tottenham play against Everton to place a bet on that. Next game, Bournemouth versus Tottenham. Bournemouth is at plus 400, draws at plus 300, and Tottenham's at negative 160. This is going to contradict everything I just said about Everton, but I see nothing but a Tottenham win here. I know they're going to play. I haven't seen them play right now, but Bournemouth, they're just horrendous, man. I think they're going to get relegated, so they're 19th place, tied with points with Aston Villa, and they just have to win this game. They have to win this game, especially if they drop points against Everton right now with the draw or something like that. Then they have to win against Bournemouth. So I see nothing but a Bournemouth win here, and Tottenham to win, and over 1.5 goals is at negative 105. It's almost even money. So that's going to be another good game to bet on. But let's move on. It's just Tottenham has they let a lot of goals in, but the firepower that they have up top. They have Harry Kane. They have Son. They have Lucas. They have I can't pronounce his name. What's that new guy they just signed? Berks? I can't even pronounce his name. I'm not even gonna try. So yeah, they just have a lot of firepower up top. So final game, we got Villa versus Man United. Again, I see nothing. Well, first of all, Villa's at plus 2,850, draws at plus 400, and Man United is at negative 315. I see nothing but a Man U win here. It's going to be very interesting because I see Chelsea and Man U going at it to get that those top four spots and pushing Leicester out. So I'm going to keep them in the parlays together. I know eventually one of them is going to let me down because I don't think they're going to go on a 100% winning streak from here on out to the end of the season. But it's the best bet right now because they both want to get onto that top four spot and push Leicester out. So they're both going to be striving to win their games. So and Man United coming from a 5-2 win, letting two goals in the back, but still scoring loads of goals. So that being said, I'm gonna go with the Man U win and under 4.5 goals at negative 145, and that's probably not gonna be a single bet. Like I said, I'm probably gonna stick that into a parlay. Maybe a 3-game parlay, and it's probably Chelsea's going to be the other team that's going to be in that parlay, and then I got to figure out the third team to stick in there, and it'll probably be Man City in over 2.5 or something like that. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Like I said, we came off of a great winning week, match day 33. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, leave a like just to make me feel better about myself. And, I sleep happy that I fucking spent like 5 hours editing this crap. And and you guys are actually enjoying it. Leave your predictions down below. I appreciate it to that one guy who left his predictions. It's awesome to communicate with you guys. I obviously will reply to all you guys if you guys do leave a comment. But yeah, I wish everybody the best of luck, and let's get another winning week here, guys. We have loads of games. Some of these, if you are watching other leagues, you can combine some of these with another league. Like I just got off a great win with who did I stick in? I think it was I stuck Chelsea, Man United, and Barcelona to win, and that was a big payout. As you guys know, as some of you guys may know, I'm a big Barcelona fan, so I watch all of Barcelona games, and it was a must-win game for Barcelona, so it was a giveaway. But yeah, guys, so combine these with other games in other leagues, and you'll get great profits. But other than that, guys, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and then I wish you guys the best of luck. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.